Good morning. My story begins at the age of 7 when I picked up my sister's dog-eared copy of The Hobbit and fell headlong into those words, "In a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit." But when does being a fan tip over into obsession? I've maps, signed copies of books, I've even built a hobbit hole for my children. My daughter's named after a hobbit and a wood, and I've read There and Back Again and its bigger cousin every 2 or 3 years for the last 40. The tipping point came for me in 2001, and 2 years later we'd saved enough money for a family holiday in New Zealand. Like Scotland on steroids, my husband declared, but to me it was Middle-earth. Hobbiton was just bare holes in the earth, but even so we were smitten. You could say something Tookish had woken up in me. Back home in Scotland, with family and friends muttering about mad adventures, we sold our house, packed up our pocket handkerchiefs, and with 3 children, another one on the way, and knowing absolutely no one, we landed back in Middle-earth. But how can a film convince you to travel around the world to start a new life? The castings, the costumes, Bigatures, Bag End, it's as if Peter, Fran, Philippa, Richard, Tanya, and all their amazing crew had peeped into my childhood daydreams and built that world. They even nailed my favourite scene, Riddles in the Dark. Best birthday present ever? A tour of Weta Workshop by Richard Taylor himself. Proudest moment was when my 12-year-old walked down the Hall of Weapons and named every single one. That's my boy. I introduced my children to your movies, but you have ignited their imagination. Actor, artist, weapons collector, even the 10-year-old is making his own movies. So it will be with mixed emotions that I sit for the final time immersed in the magic of Middle-earth. Thank you, Peter and Richard, for breathing life into a 7-year-old's daydreams.